and drink water.
Good
Hello.
evening. And
Hey,
I
hey.
meant to have my lemonade on hand. I knew I was just going to be drinking my Chick-fil-A lemonade while we was live. Oh, Lord.
Well, now you're not.
I mean, I could.
All right. Go get your lemonade, Jonathan.
Thank you.
Mm-mm-mm. Hello, y'all. Welcome. It is Monday, and it's time for us to decompress. And we don't we need it? We need it, yo. We need a decompression, buddy. Yes. I feel like we're the bulk of us are like at the on the end of going through it, or just okay, we went through this. Now I got to take care of this. I got to take care of this and take care of all this, that, and third. Um. So though we have so much to do, um, I try my best to embrace the process of finding peace, finding joy, finding reasons to get up out the bed outside of them bills. I'm telling you, if they didn't come every month, you hear me?
Listen.
Shall call it
Every
out.
single month.
Okay, I'm calling now.
Because as soon as you pay one,
Another one comes right on after it.
Like clockwork.
it don't stop. It don't slow down. And then for some reason, if you decide not to pay, it's like what's crazy. They don't let you do the things you want to do.
Mm-mm.
They turn off your internet. They turn off your phone.
It's crazy.
They kick you out your house.
Put you on the streets, Sadie.
Yeah.
We have my good friend Bianca. She's knows very well about that process.
Okay. Miss Regulator. Bianca's a regulator, honey. Okay, she regulates.
Child. Mm-mm-mm. Sorry. I haven't been drinking a whole lot of water, and now all of a sudden I need it. Surprise. And then with the days going the way they go, you still have to take care of yourself in the meantime, in between time.
Mhm. It's a lot to
Any
handle.
it's a lot on our hands, but this too shall pass. That's one thing that my mother has always said. This too shall pass. And just remembering that there's been plenty of things that we've all gone through and made it through to the other side. But when you're in the midst of something else, it's like, you want to be unhappy that you're in the midst of something else. But, but, um, I'm remembering that the reconstruction phase, the building up phase, is not a pretty one sometimes. Sometimes some things need to be taken care of before you make it to that next level. And the way you had to find out about it, crazy. But that's life. Miss Kim says hey to Dustin, because he was the first one in here. He said hi.
Hey, Dustin. Good evening, Miss Kim.
Miss
Hey,
Kim.
y'all.
Miss Kim also says, I overpay bills because I don't want to be bothered. They get 2 to 3 months of funds. Leave me alone.
I heard that, Miss Kim.
Right.
Ciao. That certainly is a desire for me. Um, I know of some people that's able to like really pay up. Like sometimes we don't even have the thought process to consider to do it. You know what I'm saying? Pay it all up. Just put all this in there. So I think that's kind of awesome. Anywho, I'll say it out loud. I was looking at this space that Miss Kim sent me, the Nap Ministry. It's nice in Chicago. It looks very nice. She said that's how she sees my Reiki space as.
Ooh.
Yeah,
That's
and
awesome.
I agree. It would be nice. I think my Reiki space would be like a bunch of pallets on the floor. If it's especially for a group thing, like for, a one-on-one session, it'll be on a table. But instead of having like yoga mats or workout mats, I want to do something like a pallet or just big plush, you know, um, bean bags, the big plush thingies,
Mhm.
stuff
Mhm.
that, you can really dive into relaxation because not everybody um, is readily available for meditation. And to be honest, the bulk of the people that started meditating with me. And then once I realized, hey, what I thought was meditation is not meditation. Let me help other people do the meditating. Yeah, I think I'm going to teach a whole lot of people in the future.
Absolutely.
Um, I'm trying my best not to rush things though, but so many things are coming to my mind and heart that I want to do. I'm just happy that I still have the drive and the excitement to do so.
Mhm.
Um, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. I have nothing else. Let's go home. Bye.
Hey.
Oh gosh. I have to make sure you guys know about Schedule One. I've been playing this game called Schedule One heavily since I first got it last weekend. Schedule One is an indie game, PC game where you uh, distribute narcotics to the community.
Yes.
Let me tell you something. I
Destroying the community, honey.
No, I've been uplifting myself through the community.
At the community's expense.
The community was very happy to help me
Indulge.
fund. Yes, I have 2 cars now. I have 3 businesses that I launder money through as well as a storage, a storage unit for storage and stuff, an apartment that I used to be in. I still have a motel room that I'm able to put stuff in, as well as a bungalow house that's very cute, but right now I'm in a barn, that's putting the bulk of my,
Supply.
not no, the barn is where I am, doing the bulk of the growing,
Oh, okay.
in there. It's
For
really
supply.
awesome.
Yeah.
To be honest, I really think I may have to, like, try to show it online because 'cause I'm very proud of what I've created, what I have built. Um, I've only gotten arrested maybe about 3, 4 times in all these
Wow.
hours that I spent on that game. It is really wonderful. It even has, like, a curfew, so, like, if you're trying to deal at night and stuff like that, with those pharmaceuticals, if you get caught by the police, um, they take all your pharmaceutical, uh, thingies, and even some money, like, you gotta pay a fine and everything. So, it's like the less stuff you keep on you, the yeah. Child, one time I got some good and then okay, hold on, Imma explain this. Dustin says, "I hope everybody's having a good evening. We will get through this, Jennifer." You got that right, Dustin.
Absolutely.
Huh,
Mhm.
huh. Miss Kim called me Nina Brown. That's exactly what's going on. Exactly. Um, so, one time I accidentally punched my, dealer. He came at me with a knife. It was crazy.
Wow.
I hit the wrong thing. He was like, "Oh."
Is he still working for you?
Yeah, he was cool the next day.
Oh, okay. Cool. That's cool. So when you're about to get arrested, I'm just curious, do you see it coming
Um,
or is it just like, gotcha?
um, sometimes you do. Like, if I'm in the middle of passing, some or completing a sale, um sometimes you don't see it coming, but you kinda hear him on his way and you try to hurry up, but it's like it just never goes fast enough sometimes.
Gotcha.
But yes, you do get alerted to, like, when people see you, it's like, "Oh." Now, last night, I did, have to run. It was post curfew. I didn't have anything on me, but it's like I just had to go from one house to the next, and of course, they're in totally different neighborhoods, to, get back to the house so I can make sure my people, because I have employees, are, doing their job. Child, they almost got me. I was, you can run away from them, and that's what I did. I just kept on running until I made it into the trees, and I was no longer wanted.
Wonderful.
Made it. Um, what else happened? I tried to sell some stuff at the pawn shop. I, um, I gave a counter offer twice, and the man came around the,
Around the counter?
yeah, I had to run because he tried to, stab me too. He didn't like that I was he didn't like I was,
Sounds
saying,
like he
"Well,
was
how about
from it
this?"
sounds like he was from that TV show Hardcore Pawn. That's what that sound like. Cause they
That
be
used to be
Yeah.
my
cause
show.
okay, cause they be getting ratchet and reckless in that shop, honey, okay?
I did one counter offer too many. I did one counter offer. He said, "No, well, how about this?" And he's like, then I said, "Well, how about this?" And then he just said, I ran. I ain't about to get me in the hospital. So yeah, that game has really been great. I have a laundromat where I can launder money, a car wash, as well as a post office where I launder monies. And also, I think it's really wonderful, really fun to that I've been able to spend $40,000 on another car. I got a van, which was like, but it holds a whole lot, you know what I'm saying? But was able to get a brand new car, the car of my dreams. So I'm just so excited.
That's
Um,
awesome.
my next venture is to purchase a business. It's called Taco Ticklers. It's a taco establishment, another place where I can launder money, and, I'm gonna get a warehouse next. I've been perfecting the
Design.
plants,
Oh, okay.
um, and once I get into the warehouse, I'll be able to get the, narcotics, the white stuff going like I need it to go. Mhm. So, I'm very this it's been very exciting, and can I tell you guys what's even crazier? You can make any kind of strand or mixes and stuff like that. The thing is like it shows up differently. It's not like regular human, effects, but some of the effects is like, turning green, like becoming a
Ooh.
cyclops, becoming the zombie, turning
Oh,
jet black, turning your hair
ooh,
red,
yikes.
defecating, in your pants.
Oh,
Um, you know, when they, just take a drag of what you just sold them, and all of a sudden you hear them have a mess in their pants area. I think it's just hilarious. And to see people walking around with those effects as I go from place to place, making sure my empire is growing, I say Jennifer's effects is being felt upon the community.
hmm.
That's how I feel, and it brings me joy. It brings me joy.
I'm
People
glad it
walk
does that for you.
Yeah, people walking around, with weird faces and stuff like that is like, that's my stuff that did that. 'Cause I have 4 dealers, I didn't tell you that. I have 4 dealers that's making sure everything is getting out there. So I'm very proud of what I've accomplished and things of that nature. My net worth is about to be over $200,000. So I'm
Okay.
just I'm really moving that weight and, making things happen. I got 2 houses that I'm growing in. I mean, I'm just feeling amazing right now. And this is what I do to escape because 'cause I'm about to play it some more when I leave from here, just so I can just chill out some more, decompress even further, Please excuse me, y'all, for having such a game. But it was only 19.99, Jonathan.
Oh,
It's
wow, that's a deal.
yeah, that's those, indie games on Steam. Like,
Mm.
I have, like a, um, motel simulator, gas station simulator, card, card store simulator. I doing stuff like that kinda, like, it really zones me out. I could stay there for hours. The first time I got on, Schedule One, the game that I was talking about earlier, I stayed on there for 8 hours straight.
Wow. I mean, when you get your thing going, it's kinda like The Sims, you know what I'm saying? Once you get going, you just don't wanna stop. I understand. It's understandable.
You
I
get
can't
lost in
stop,
it.
and I won't stop, okay? I've really been I'm not as glued in, but I'm hearing a whole lot more from the Diddy trial. That man, he's donezo. And
Mm.
also, it sounds like the president is not interested in passing out a pardon for him. And I heard 50 Cent said 50 said he's gonna do everything in his power to make sure Imma talk to Trump, make sure he don't get it a pardon. I'm like,
And I
"Hey."
think I think it's just slightly anticlimactic that we're going to more than likely get surviving Diddy after the trial is over. Because it's
Mhm.
like, well, dang,
We heard everything.
I mean, I'm gonna watch it still. I mean, don't
Oh,
get me
yeah.
wrong. I'm still gonna be glued to my tablet or television screen to watch it, but I feel like we might not learn as much as I was expecting to. But hey, I'm sure it'll still be good.
Well, being that they still have so many people that's on their way to come up and corroborate things, something tells me we're gonna be hearing some more stuff. Something tells
Absolutely.
me,
A lot.
that's gonna be like, yeah, like, he's never gonna be able to step out, even if he got off, he's never gonna be able to step out and do anything else. So, God bless him and his family. I pray that they all receive clarity with and everything that they need.
Mm.
Um, what else? Did you Ooh, can I talk about that on YouTube? Um, um, People talking about, interference with the 2024, situation. I don't wanna say election, but yeah.
I haven't been hearing about that.
Me either.
So, they came out, there is a county, I think it's like Rockford, New York,
Mhm.
and they're basically starting to file stuff saying that there was some, inconsistencies with it.
Mhm.
So that stuff is slowly but surely, starting to come out, and I'm I'm not putting all my hope in it, but I'm certainly curious to see what can come of it.
Right.
So I'm just gonna continue to watch and see whatever.
Right. Yeah. That's all we can do.
Yeah, Miss Kim says, "I'm about to unplug from the little bit of, Diddy news I was getting. I'm also going to unplug from politics." Good.
That's
Do
how
what you
you protect
gotta
your
do.
peace, Miss Kim. That's
Mhm.
how you
Mhm.
protect your peace, honey.
She also says, "Y'all can find me, at the intersection of delusion and inspiration." Come on, sis.
I love that.
I
Right.
love that. I love that because, like, right now, especially for the African American community, Delulu has been the Talulu. So I'm here for it. I'm here for every bit of it. For me, I think the bulk of me has just been standing to the side and looking. I was talking to mommy about this yesterday, Jonathan. Just saying, thinking about how proud I am that the African American community has been able to have a seat, and it's like we all heard our ancestors to say, just sit down.
Isn't it crazy how we didn't have like a meeting? You know what I'm saying? We didn't have a get together to discuss how we gonna get through this. No, we all had this. It's almost like the Holy Spirit just put out a wave of
The Holy
calm,
Spirit, the
just to say,
ancestors.
don't do a god darn thing. Just
Have a
sit
seat.
your ass down and just watch it. Just watch it.
And I think what helped to come to that conclusion is how much work was put in for the election,
Hmm.
Right.
for it to happen this way.
Mhm.
I personally don't believe that that's true. That election was,
Fair.
yeah, I don't believe that. So
It
for it
was
to
extremely hard for me to believe that he won the popular vote, like, that was because he didn't even win the popular vote in 2016.
Right.
So, that's crazy to me, and that's when my antenna went up.
what's also a little weird is just how, you know, he got the presidential vote, but the senators it was Democratic senators winning under this Republican president that won for you. That it doesn't make
But that did happen a little bit in 2020, just a little bit, but it seems like it happened more this time around.
yeah. So I'm certainly I'm just gonna sit and watch. Um and of course, hearing about the martial law, they already started talking about how they want to enact martial law, but something got to be happening for them to do that. And once again, I thank God that nothing is happening. We're not doing anything to take it there.
Right.
Because you know they're gonna try to find a reason to do it.
Absolutely, but we
That's
ain't gonna bless them with it though.
that'll be scary because
Yeah,
especially this newer generation, they have no fear and they don't care about nothing. They
Right,
gonna risk it all doing
exactly.
what they have to do.
and what they can do just to get by.
So
I
it's gonna
just,
be terrible.
I just saw a teenager getting arrested for fraud in a bank. A
What?
teenager.
That's
Wow.
It's like, girl, what you trying to pull? What did you think this
Wow.
is? What makes you think that you'd be able to be slick enough under the age of 20 to be able to get
And how do you know about this? Like, how?
it's not even how do you know? Yeah, it's cool that you know that that's what they're doing, but what made you think that you slick enough to do it?
Because I don't
right.
think I knew anything about fraud, even in high school. I don't
Well,
even think that
he wasn't even thinking about fraud.
subject crossed my mind. I was just trying to graduate, honey.
That's it. Um Miss Kim says, I just read a sad story. Jonathan, I'll send it to you to cover for your Thursday show. It will be a good piece for Pride Month. Yes. I
Wonderful.
should have spoken
Yes.
with that because I'm so spent right now. Happy Pride. Be who you are
Yes.
for your pride. Miss Kim says, there's no way that Fotis won all those swing states. Thank you. A certain car manufacturer bought this to the bought this to the presidency. Presidency. Yeah. And yeah, that's exactly what I told my mother. It's like for that man to have that much access inside the White House, he did a whole lot to make that happen.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
So, I believe, the hand of the law is not swift. It's not swift at all, but justice is coming. Elon getting a little bit, faster than, he might have wanted it to, but
Mhm.
you can't be disrespecting. I hate how, we don't take slavery as, seriously as, people over in, Europe take the Holocaust. Because I believe that it was when he did that hand sign
The
that
salute.
really yeah, that salute, it cut everybody off Tesla. It started over there, and then the crazy stuff he started doing over here, it's done. Done. And all he could do is blame himself, but, it just seems like they don't have those kind of thought processes, so,
Oh,
No.
uh-uh.
You're right, Bianca, they don't. No, not
Right.
at
Like
all.
this, not
But
even
the
saying
simple
no.
answer is they just don't care. They don't care, period. They just don't care. They don't give a hoot nanny. They
They
don't give
care
a hoot nanny. They don't care, y'all.
they
They
don't
don't
give a
care
"Oh, nah,
about
nah, nah."
you. All they care about is themselves.
Themselves.
Oh gosh. Oh, another thing that one thing that has been making me really happy, it just puts a smile upon my face. Cardi B. She's out there dipping it and doing it on somebody that's making her happy. I heard I don't really pay too much attention to Charleston White. Everybody, even the most wrong of wrong people, a clock is right 2 times a day,
Mhm.
and this one time he was right. He was saying, um, that boy is digging her down because she was with a rapper, more than likely on lean, smoking every day, not
Mhm.
physically healthy, but she went from that to a football player. He a wide receiver,
Mhm.
fit,
Stamina.
eating good. He might not even smoke or drink because he's out there making sure that he good.
Well, I mean, they gotta stay clean because they get drug tested in
Mhm.
There you
professional
go.
sports, so, he
And
he he
that
has
kind of
no choice.
and from what I've seen, it looks like that's up, Cardi B's alley anyway. So, I'm happy for her. The you just seeing the videos, the pictures, I'm certainly, happy for her. I'm not too sure how I feel about it being like a long-term thing. I just want her to have fun. I
Right.
don't want her to jump into anything, but I feel connected to her. Don't ask me why. But she's a but she is certainly, she's a husband kinda having woman. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's because she's so relatable.
Yeah.
Anybody can relate to Cardi B. Even the fanciest of the fancy can relate to her because of her money situation. Anybody can look in Cardi B and see something similar to themselves. And sometimes I think that that's the beauty of a Libra, is that we can be quite relatable a lot of the time, so we can relate to others very easily as well. But I just love that video, the one video that I did see of them at that basketball game, and he was just showing her affection. Like, that is
Child,
so sexy to me when a black man shows affection to his woman or his man. Like, that's don't care about who's looking. It don't matter. It's just us two, baby. It's just us two. That's just
Miss Kim says Stefan Diggs is Offset 2.0, but as long as she's
Yep.
having fun. Yeah, that's the only thing is like sometimes it does take the right one to switch things up, but only time will tell. Um, a lot of people are concerned about him, but she's a wife kind of girl, and maybe sometimes when you are new to having those kind of experiences, you hold on, but something tells me that she's learning from all of her mistakes. So if he'd be very stupid to if they decide to have a monogamous relationship.
right.
He'd be real stupid to cheat,
I also
and
heard that
everybody's gonna be quick to tell it too.
I also heard that Offset is asking for spousal support in their
Spousal
divorce.
support. Yes.
But it makes sense because she is making quite a bit more money
She's the
than he
moneymaker.
is.
She was
So,
funding his whole family.
right. And
And
that's
then it's gonna
like,
make it no better.
it just surprised me that he was willing to do that. But I mean, money will make you do anything. So,
And also, when you're broke, you know, and would love to continue to have the same lifestyle, love to continue to stay in that huge old house in Atlanta.
right. Because he has no solo career to speak of at all. So, yeah.
She don't
Okay.
support his habit. That's what he
Okay.
wants. He
And
can't afford what he used to, including that stuff.
Okay.
And he want her to support his habit. Ain't nobody got time for that. Go make it on your own. You
like,
earn.
what about child
Right.
support?
Mm.
Hand it out. Hand it here.
Okay,
Okay.
yeah,
Because I'm
child.
taking care of these three kids. Okay.
Okay. Oh gosh, Miss Kim said every woman needs a maintenance man once or twice in their life. I remember reading a book, Nick, called Maintenance Man.
Ooh.
Real That sounds good. Like, that sounds good. And
Like I
also it's
can
set up
read it.
for an explicit video too.
Oh, okay. But yes,
Okay. Okay.
Right.
anywho, but yeah, I just hope and pray that she continues that she listens. She's spiritual too. That's another reason why I like her.
Yes.
So,
Yes.
I hope she continues to stay open, which she was one of the first ones talking about coronavirus, and nobody want to say nothing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
All
I
right now.
video.
Okay.
I mean, that's why that meme got so big. Her yelling coronavirus.
It's getting real. It's
Okay.
getting really real. But yeah, that's I really like her and I hope she continues. Oh, of course, her new music is coming out. And somebody said the reason why she's holding back and been holding back is because she about to make a bag off that music and she ain't trying to share none of that with that man. I said,
She's smart. She's so smart.
no, that makes a whole lot of sense though.
Right.
Mhm. Protect yourself.
Yeah,
And protect
so
your bag.
basically, as soon as that divorce is final, I bet you that that album gonna drop. And the little snippets that I heard,
She hasn't even been doing features. Like she hasn't
No.
been doing nothing.
we
Like
ain't gonna make no more money for him to try to take.
I
Nope.
I respect that so much. I respect that's my Libra sister
Love
right
it.
there, y'all. Y'all can't tell me nothing about
I
Cardi
love
B.
it. I
He
love
said,
it.
do it right here.
Absolutely.
Until then I'll get better.
Okay. I love that for her. I love that for her. Just moving as smart as she can. But I yeah, really happy for her. So Cardi B, she been making me all them sexy pictures. She's so cute. I can't stand it.
Cute cutie.
Even
And
without makeup, she's beautiful. Like
oh
Mhm.
yeah.
you don't even have to beat her face that hard, like just to walk out there. Like I love that.
And then can I tell y'all something? I'm slowly but surely growing somewhat of a soft spot for Nicki Minaj these days.
How so?
She's she's sounding like she's getting more down to earth these days. You know, sometimes when you not saying she's old, but when you grow and have more wisdom, you sometimes you try to move a little bit more differently
Mhm.
because they were saying that she was kind of subliminally kind of big up in Cardi for making sure to leave that man. So I think that's kind of nice. At least she could
That's
show
growth.
herself as a girl's
Any,
girl.
any growth is progress for sure.
I love that
Absolutely,
for her.
me too. I just hope that she need. I'm concerned about that man. Miss Kim says Offset is the worst type of ninja. He pursued her hard. She let down her defenses. They got married and he cheats 24/7.
Hmm. That's it right there.
It's some BS. But I believe it's one of those kind of lessons that you need to learn. If you
Right.
let something like that go on for that long, it's
Yeah.
not going to get better.
Right.
It's not gonna get better. That's in his DNA. Until he sees that there is a reason for him to not do that anymore, it's not gonna get any better, and to be honest, this is why I'm not saying that getting back with somebody that cheated on you is always a horrible thing, but when you show somebody how to treat you, the first time you showed them that, "Hey, if I cheat on her, she gonna get upset. She might cuss me out and might kick me out, but eventually I'll be able to come back."
I'll get back in that thing. Child. He gonna do it over and over and over again.
Over again.
People
And
will only do to you what you allow them to.
and when you allowed them to do it that first time, that second time, and the second time, it was
Like like clockwork, honey. Like clockwork.
and she even went through the process of filing for divorce and everything
Right.
and came back. That's when he knew he really got her.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Looking like that.
And got her pregnant again. Child.
But, like, what Pastor Greg says, you'll stop doing it when it hurts enough.
Hmm.
Mhm.
And she got to that space when it hurt enough. So I'm really happy for her. Um, oh Lord.
You realized who she was. Who the
Right.
she was is what she realized.
Exactly.
Okay. And she was always too good for him.
Always.
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 I love me some
She
Cardi
was
B.
his come up, okay? And
Right.
everybody knew it. That's the crazy part. Everybody knew it. I'm sure he was telling himself something different, but everybody knew it, okay?
And let's be real, Migos was that thing during the 2010s.
Mm-hmm.
They're in that mix for me. And then I might only have like one song. I might get Bad and Bougie on there. That was a real decent moment. But let's be real.
That's about it.
That's about it. Is that was a moment, and for and they were a different kind of big too. Even the Caucasians knew who they was, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But, yeah, um, God bless them. They
Mhm.
need to do right by people, and it starts to show with the things that happen to you, how right you're doing people.
Right.
And then he got a woman up in that house that this other woman paying for. That tells you kinda trash that he with.
See, that's too much confusion. It's creating chaos and havoc. I don't want it.
My
Right.
my boyfriend is married, and we're in her house that she pays for every month.
Kinda sense
And
that way.
comfortable.
How that sound?
Okay.
How are you comfortable? But some
Okay.
hoes,
What if
you
she don't
know,
pay the bill and they come knocking on the door for that good eviction? She gonna be looking a fool.
Okay.
and then something tells me she was just being nice. But it's like eventually, because if she said, "I just want to be left alone,"
Mm-hmm.
he still could have been living kinda decent, but what I think what's making him speak is the lack of money and the fact that she's moving on publicly.
Mhm.
And see, that's another problem. These men don't want to be men no more. Back in the day, you could never get our daddies to broadcast that they need spousal support because the wife making more money than them and they can't make their way and they can't pay for nothing. Where do these men come from? These Negroes got
Okay.
to go. Y'all, I'm over it. They got to go. They crazy.
I feel you, girl.
So says
I
the woman
feel
that's
you.
Like what?
I've seen so many videos of married women talking about men like that,
Talk
while
about
they
ain't niggas. Yeah.
while their husband passing them their coffee from the morning.
'Cause I got a real man right here passing
But
me
it's
this good
true
old
though.
coffee. Okay.
But I love it. But I like the how the needle's kind of moving on TikTok when it comes to the alpha men and the He-Man Woman Haters Club kind of talk. These days, people are slowly but surely starting to get to the space of let's take up for the women, or you're not a man if you're letting foolishness like this happen around you. Some
Right.
people say, well, you can't hold me accountable for what the next man do. But it's like no one's trying to hold you accountable, but who are you holding accountable? Who are you making feel comfortable
Mm.
to be horrible towards a woman or speak so negatively? Why do they feel so comfortable doing that in your presence?
'Cause you do it too.
And men is like they I've seen a lot of men be like, "You can't hold me accountable for that." Like, it's just like us telling, Caucasian women, "What are you saying to your homegirls when they start talking negatively about a different race? What are you saying? Are you holding them accountable? Are you letting that continue in your presence? That says
Mhm.
something about you.
Mm.
Watch the company you keep."
Right. That's right.
Whew, you can't be doing that foolishness. So, yeah, that's what I've been really enjoying. It's always fun to watch people get arrested though. That's one big thing that I've been doing.
I was
Still,
watching that right before you went live, child.
it don't stop. Let me tell you
No.
something. It's the best thing that they started to require cameras.
Yes, absolutely. Because I had no idea. It's one thing to see it on live on patrol. That's one thing, but these body cam videos are on another level. Okay.
It's on another tier
They don't be the
because
catching the crazies like that on live patrol. They will be really catching them
yeah,
crazies like that. That's
be
mid-level type stuff. But them body cams, child, you can't beat that with a stick.
just thinking about how often people drive drunk. Thinking about how often people drive without proper,
Credentials.
credentials and stuff like that. Seeing how often people, like, steal and, like, get so upset when they get caught. Like, so what do you no, there's nothing in my bag.
I remember when we first started watching Live PD, we were shocked at how many people drove with marijuana in their car and how many people drove without a license. Like, It was crazy, but I mean, hey, that's those kind of shows kind of bring light to those things. So
Bring light. It's like I remember seeing a lot. Wasn't it one person? He said he's never had a driver's license
mm,
and been driving around for 30 years.
wow. And say it out loud with his chest out.
Okay, and get surprised when his truck get towed.
He was livid. You hear me? Y'all know forget the body cam videos and police speed chases. OMG.
Oh no,
I
the
like
speed
watching.
chases put me on edge. I can't do the speed chases.
Really?
The only thing about the police chases is like it gets boring after a while. I just want to fast forward to when they catch up to him. Like, now it is interesting to see how crazy those people be driving from time to time, but a lot of times with those speed chases, I just want to see people get arrested. That's my thing. I just want to see them get arrested.
I
Mhm.
I like I like to see the stories that people tell. Like when you can hear clearly that you're inebriated on something. We
Mhm.
anywhere from the narcotics all the way to the liquor to beer. First of all, everybody had only 2 beers.
Everybody.
Because one sounds like, oh, that's crazy. Who would drink just one? Okay, 2. Everybody's only had 2 beers. I saw this one video today. This man got pulled over. It was him and his lady friend, wife, whomever to him. She was in the passenger seat. She was talking. She was clearly like drunk. But he was a he wasn't as you know what I'm saying? He was the lesser of the 2. But
Were they Caucasian?
mhm.
I saw it.
I know they all come out at the same time. I love it. Child. At first he said, I ain't had nothing to drink. I'm taking her
Yep.
home.
I just picked her up.
I just picked her up. And then she over there telling the story. Well, yeah, we just came from this. Like, hold up. So he didn't come pick you up now? Well, we let me tell you something. And then how he not know he ain't had no lights on? Let me tell you something. Everybody will make it home if you have just these few things. Okay? Put your seatbelt on.
Mhm.
Have all of your lights working, your headlights, the light over your license plate. Have all of that taken care of. Your turning signal. Have all of them in functioning
Order.
order.
Mhm.
Okay. Make sure your registration is right,
Up to date.
up to date. That's all you need to have going for you.
And make sure you got a license.
Yeah, and then how about these people? They had their license and registration and insurance and all that good stuff, but their lights were out. They could have made it home. They didn't pull them over. Not saying I'm not advocating for driving drunk or inebriated or slizzard or anything like that. I'm not advocating for that. But if they would have had both of their headlights working,
Mhm. They would have
they
been
could have
home
made it
free.
home just fine.
Home free. Chilling,
Home
relaxing,
free.
probably drinking some more.
Yeah.
For that fast side.
Okay.
Okay.
And once again, he wasn't swerving on nothing. What he was the lesser of the 2. So they were gonna make it home if your headlights were working.
Right.
Dag nabbit.
And how did they not even see that they were driving in the dark?
Because they're
Like,
inebriated. Maybe because they're drunk. Maybe that's what it was.
like, what in the world?
Oh, because I got put. Well, I ain't gonna tell that story. That's depressing. But it's the same thing for everybody that be trafficking illicit narcotics. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? People carrying like me in my game carrying
Keys.
weight. Okay,
Okay. Kilos.
okay, but you speeding, driving crazy, swerving all around the highway, and or your license plate is covered up, so now we gotta see what's going on. Or
Just
Yeah.
causing attention.
you want them to pull you over.
Yeah, you just gotta be smarter when you're doing dirty. You know what I'm
Just
saying? You
make
just
sure
gotta be smarter
everything is
about
in
it.
order, so everything that's in your vehicle will make it to point B because they have nothing to get you on.
Mhm.
Oh, if I were actually doing illegal trafficking and things of that nature, I certainly, but I'm not saying I would get away with it, but I'd do better than some of these people I be watching. That's what I know.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
watch too many of the videos not to be aware.
Prepared.
Okay. Now I wouldn't do no shoplifting because
Oh yeah, no.
looking at those videos, you can see back in the back, in the loss prevention area, you can see all the videos, especially at Walmart. We saw you did that was not Kool-Aid.
They even got loss prevention at
That
the
was a pack
Dollar
of meat.
General. They got
You
loss
working for
prevention
a
at the Dollar
microwave?
General, y'all. Like you can't steal nowhere and get away with it.
It's
Did y'all
it's
see the one that sold her baby for $500?
I saw that
And
one.
then didn't even take the 500, didn't even get the $500.
people and then it's like I don't know if it's the same baby that you saw, but I saw this one woman, offer like it was apparent that the baby was not being taken care of. A
Mhm.
woman asked about it. She's like, "Well, I'll sell it to you." Like,
Light
That's the
skin
one I
with
saw,
dreads.
Jennifer.
and she
Yeah,
just went and she
that's
went
what I
straight to
saw.
she went straight to the police.
And it seemed like she was under the influence too.
Yeah, man. And
Mhm.
I would never. Ooh. And then
But
ooh.
Was
that's what
watching
those
the
illicit substances be doing to you, girl. Man, they be taking your
And,
brain somewhere else.
and don't tell nobody, but I do like to watch when the Caucasians they go out to the clubs and stuff and they be all high and mighty. It's like, how dare you? Why are you arresting me? For what?
They
For
can't get into
what?
the club. Yeah.
Yeah. I already told
Especially
you, ma'am.
especially the women. Especially the women. They be going crazy, y'all.
I love it. I
I
love
have a
it.
newfound respect for police because how I'm set up. They, ma'am, just calm down. They talk to him for a good 15 minutes. I'm like, see, if you'd already been in handcuffs, something, you ain't finna be in my face acting a fool like that. And you the one committed the daggone crime. You don't get your butt on. Come on.
I would have been the one throwing them into the back seat and closing the door like
On their foot. You
on
you you
Listen,
their
wanna put your
foot.
foot in this doorway? Okay, cool. Bam.
smash.
Okay.
But you
And
and thinking
even
about
after I call the paramedics, you still going to jail after you get out the hospital.
Still going to
okay,
jail.
I'm waiting
let's go.
outside your door. Okay.
And then what gets me is those people that keep on saying over and over again, lock me up, arrest me, arrest me, arrest me. Why are you arresting me? I'm only doing what you asked me to, ma'am.
And those drunk people are
And they can't
always
say that.
asking, over and over and over again, why am I getting arrested? Girl, I done told you 20 times, honey. Like,
I'd eventually just get silent.
right, exactly. I
Ooh,
wouldn't talk to them at all.
did you hear that racist drunk woman? Was saying, uh no, I don't even think she was drunk. She was just racist. It was crazy. She was calling this black woman everybody. No, I think it was a man. Yeah. He got hemmed up at Target
Hmm.
and it was a black woman that was arresting him and over all of that. And
Yes.
he was calling her he was being a real a-hole, a
Right at the
racist
entrance.
a-hole. Yes.
Yes. And then when he got to jail, that black officer went in their cell and was like, oh no, you ain't taking him to the hospital.
Oh,
You got me today.
Okay.
I know that's right.
child. That's another thing that they have to deal with, and they just gotta take it, you know what I'm saying? Not necessarily take it because, you wanna ingest, that kinda stuff,
But
but
they can't exact revenge
yeah, they
on
can't
them the way they
slap
want
them a little
to.
bit harder or
Yeah.
something like that.
You
They
know,
can't
just tase them one more time, know what I mean? Hit a warning shot in the leg, know what I mean? Just
a little pain. So, you can't do that though. You can't do that. And then it's, the crazy children that get arrested because their parents had to call the police on them because you putting hands on me. Now you gotta get arrested. "But that's my mother!" Why'd you hit her then?
You know, and they better be glad they ain't had no mama like mine.
Because we all be going down.
Okay.
I'll be going up the glory, okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Hey.
Wow. But, apparently, it really has been bringing us joy to see these people get arrested. At some point, though, with some of the white Trump people, they start to get really annoying.
Mm-hmm.
They're always annoying.
Yeah, but airplane ones, the airport ones, those are really good too.
Yeah.
How you come to the airport drunk, knowing that you don't know how to handle yourself, and now you can't fly nobody else no more,
And not only
and
that,
you
but
can't
I
get
know
back
somebody,
home,
right? Because you in jail in a foreign place and you don't know no dag nair about it.
and you're
Who
on a
gonna get
no-fly
that?
list.
But I didn't know that the reason why they don't let, because I was like, they sell liquor on airplanes. So why
Mhm.
is it that they can't load drunk? They said, or drinking. They said when the airplane is going up, it intensifies the intoxication and people
Wow.
get sick, they get belligerent. They only serve wine or liquor on an airplane when it's coasted at a steady level because that change in, I guess,
The pressure in the,
Altitude.
cabin.
hmm
Mhm.
they said it gets you tore up if you've already been drinking. Cause I had to look that up. I'm like, what's going on here?
But
'Cause they
I
sell the
think it
liquor
just
at the airport. Know what I mean?
yeah,
At the
but
airport and on the plane.
I
Yeah.
They give
also
it to
think it
you.
helps if you just not an angry drunk too.
Mhm.
Because if I got
Yeah,
more inebriated, I'm not gonna be fighting people about my seat.
right.
I'm gonna follow I'm gonna be like this.
Right.
That's what I'm gonna be. And if I'm awake, I'm gonna be telling people, "You know what? I hope you have a great day today. I love you. We're
We
good.
feeling real nice.
Bring it in."
Jennifer, it just makes me think of I'm so bad. I don't know
It's
where that video is. I have no idea where
it's
that
on
video
my
is.
Instagram.
Okay,
Fill
okay.
up on my Instagram, Team Soba.
Yes, yes, team sober.
And Jonathan is
And
driving my
in the drive-through at Sonic, honey, okay? I was getting my good chili cheese tater tots.
Ooh,
Okay.
them so
okay,
good. I love me some
the
chili.
late night meal on the way to the house. Child, good times.
Mhm.
But yeah, this has been a wonderful conversation. This is why we need it. Every time we come away from this, I feel a little bit lighter, a
You
little bit
feel
happier.
decompressed?
Every time. Every time. Because Lord knows we all come up in here looking like, "Hey, y'all, it's Monday."
Right.
Oh gosh, but y'all bring me joy. Thank you everybody that's watching. Thank you everybody in the chat. Y'all come see us in Faithful Warrior Ministries. Man, that's all I got. I'm halfway sleepy, but I know I'm gonna stay up for at least 2 more hours because I'm gonna make sure that my workers are doing their
Working.
thing. Yeah.
Working.
I need to build back up. I was able to drop off a lot to my 4 dealers. Soon, I'm going to unlock another neighborhood that I can release my narcotics to. Y'all hope the best for me.
Absolutely.
All the best.
Y'all have a good week. We're gonna get it in and get it out. And once again, happy Pride. I don't care what you believe as far as what Christians should be doing or how we should be. But one thing I do know, my brother coming to glory with me.
Say that again. I've been saved a couple times since I was in elementary school, honey. You can't tell me nothing.
I know that's right.
He saved. Okay, saved,
Okay.
saved.
Been saved.
Been saved. All the way saved. Team Jesus. Okay.
Soldiers for Christ.
Okay. Not only Team Jesus, Team Men's.
You better know it.
Come on.
You best know it. Tell them again.
Come on.
Team Men's.
Men's. Yes. We love to find men's, honey.
Oh
Fine.
gosh.
Wrong. Mm.
I love y'all for loving yourselves. And like I've been having to tell people, thank you for taking care of yourselves. People going to the doctors, people talking about, I have migraines all the time. Have you been to the doctor? No.
So don't come to me about it.
Oh, Jonathan, that's not nice. What you do is say, well, go to the doctor so you can figure it out. Take care of yourself, please. Jonathan, stop being so mean.
I'm the wrong person to be telling that to. I can't help you, girl.
Well, I think a better way, somewhat of a better way to say is like, well, what did the doctor say? Huh? Does that sound better, Jonathan?
Okay, because there's no PhD in front of my name, honey. Okay.
In front or behind?
Or behind, right?
Okay, I promise I'm leaving now. Apparently, I'm sleepy. I love y'all. See y'all. Bye.
Bye, guys.